Good morning.
Morning. You guys got a little project going?
Just a little project.
I drove by the other day because you can drive by.
Yes.
In front of the building, and the windows and the front of the building, it looks magnificent.
It's really getting gorgeous. Every
Yeah.
time I walk around the block now, I get goosebumps. And for so long, it was real, but yet it didn't quite feel real. And it really struck me last time I did the walkthrough with Granger. I couldn't remember where I was in the building when it was the old building, if that makes sense. And then seeing the beautiful glass storefront just reaffirming one of our early commitments to accessibility and safety, and to know that as soon as you get on your vehicle, there will be eyes on you from the front desk to the folks on the treadmills, and just enhancing our neighborhood. We've got wonderful neighbors with the Habitat for Humanity homes right across the street on Franklin, and of course Trinity and St. Paul's and St. Mary's, and so we're just really excited about the opportunity to give back to our community, and it's really real now. Like you said, especially now that Wesley Street is back open,
Right.
and you can drive by and you can check up on us and check on our progress.
Yeah, maybe the city will redo Wesley Street.
Yes.
You can just do that as part of the project.
No,
should be.
I can't pick up any extra, as much as I would love to. Yeah, it's an expensive project, but it's going very well, and it's really, it's been a pleasure to work with Granger and to have a strong emphasis on safety, first of all, and also on adhering to our original timeline. They have a lot of experience working with facilities that are in operation during construction, thankfully, and so they've been really supportive of our day-to-day operations and trying to work around us and support our members and maintaining their healthy habits. But it's been really exciting to be able to also the commitment to maintaining operations to every extent we possibly can. We've only had to close down just a couple of days for major changes, and we've got the new roof going on right now, and we've got the new HVAC units going in, so members will start to notice that it'll be a little bit cooler in the right places and a little warmer in the right places, and it's just absolutely gorgeous.
What's the big thing happening over the next few weeks that maybe members will notice? What's going on inside?
Well, I'm glad you asked me that. We're starting to phase in the new equipment.
Okay.
So we've got 2 new pieces in right now, just as kind of a teaser, if you will, of what's coming early in November. We are phasing out all of our old equipment and bringing in all new equipment. We've had a couple of sample spin bikes on site so that those that participate in the group cycling classes can get on the bikes and give us feedback on what they're feeling and what they're thinking about the new bikes. So relying a lot on member impact or member experience to improve the guide the decisions that we're making. And it's just every day is something new. Yesterday we were working on the rooftop units, and lots of loud noises, and so we said, let's go ahead and move the kids zone kids to a different part of the facility. So the staff have just been incredibly nimble through this process, responding to day-to-day changes. In fact, my office, the accounting office, and the HR office are all down on the rock wall right now.
Speaking of rock wall, I was watching the Olympics, and did you see the folks climbing that wall in less than 5 seconds?
Unbelievable.
It looks like they're
Spiders.
walking.
You know
It's
what
incredible.
I know? He set the record. He did it faster than anyone, and he won the bronze medal.
I don't understand it. Do you have people training for the Olympics down there yet?
You know what? We've had a couple of people talk about the rock wall, and we've had a couple of people say, well, since the Olympics is going to be in LA next, I think I should start training right now.
Yeah.
Even my daughter, Thea, was on the couch the other night, and she's like, Mom, I'm Googling training plans to try out for the Olympics. I'm
Wow.
like, I love that kids and people are thinking that way.
I think I could put together one of those, I don't even know what the sport is, where you throw the ball into the net
Okay, yes.
I could put together a group.
Well, they're adding flag football.
Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
interesting. Let's
So
see.
I think I could do that one. The kayak. You just
No.
basically
that extreme kayaking. where
You'd
it's-
get
You
dumped
just-
off the course.
you just sit there. I mean, it's gravity and the water flow that gets you down. You just sit there. All you have to do is go underwater, flip one time.
That's all.
Bart, I'm
That's
glad
it.
we have a water expert on today's show because there's no way in hell you can do that.
Number one source, or number one, actually number two cause of death among children is drowning. And so when you see things like that on the Olympics, it's a little bit scary when you work in the health and safety industry, because you want people to know you need to get your kids in swim lessons. And fortunately, we always see an uptick in
Right.
our swim programming around the Olympics, because kids are seeing it on TV.
great, yeah.
I mean, did you guys see Snoop Dogg in the pool with Michael Phelps?
Of course.
They were
How-
talking about their swim stroke techniques. I'm like, kids need to see that, and,
Yeah.
and the Y is ready and well equipped to make sure kids are ready for LA in 2028.
That's right. Hey, you never know.
Snoop's a pretty good swimmer.
He
Yeah,
has the long arms,
Yeah.
definitely.
He's pretty good at everything, it turns out.
Who knew?
Yeah, who knew?
What are you most excited about with the new Y?
Completion. I'll be honest, no. I'm just really the fact that when we started this work as far back as 2016, initially very much behind the scenes, I alluded to it a few minutes ago. We had these early commitments to the community. We did community needs assessments and several different research studies, and there were things like accessibility and safety, licensed childcare, no long-term debt, maintain your endowment funds, priorities that we identified as a community that if we were going to proceed with this project, these would continue to be our focus. And despite all of the challenges of COVID and 3 different building designs and many, many pivots, we've adhered to all of those original commitments. And the staff and the volunteers that have driven this work have so much to be proud of because of that.
All right, well, keep up the good work. Thanks for the project update. And thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Thanks, Shawna.
Shawna Tello, CEO of the Jackson YMCA. Up next, Dan Watts on The Morning Show.